I'd like to ask students here that all of us have heard about the Nazi parade by high school students, before Christmas. But what's your opinion for it? Do you think the students should be blamed for it or not? So those who think students should be blamed, please raise your hand. Those who are not. Okay, so many of us hold neutral point toward this topic. So hopefully my speech will convince you or persuade you to think that actually they should not be blamed for their actions. Here's my outline. First, I will start with the introduction of the topic. Then there will be 3 parts that I would like to discuss. Then I will come to my conclusion. First, so really what happened? So on December 23rd, in Hsinchu, there's a private named Guangfu High School. The school hold a Christmas parade that they would like the student to wear costume about the historians. And in the class 252, they choose to dress costume as Nazi. And then they wear self-fashion Nazi uniforms and wear swastika banners which is being as incorporate. And here's a photo. And it is noted that they made them uniforms and they did all the things by themselves in just 2 weeks. So what's the reactions from the world is that some netizens they captures the scene and then they send it to the Israel's representative office. When they spot this, then they responded by they made it as a deplorable and shocking. And after they say it was only after 7 decades after the Holocaust, but people in Taiwan still mock. They think it's sort of like mock. And then the presidential office, after receiving the complaints from Israel's office, then they think the act is disrespectful. And the Ministry of Education then cut the subsidies of the school. But what's the really truth about the student, why they want to have this parade? We should track the fact. So people think that they should not parade Nazi because they think they are depicting Hitler in a positive way. But actually, is that the case? Actually, if you can check the media, if you see the news, you will always see that the clip always ends at the host of the ceremony. They keep saying that, oh, you should, come, here's a Hitler, so you should bow for him, you should salute to him. But is that the truth? Actually, they did not show the whole video. So actually, this is how it works. This is what students think at first. Actually, they did say that Hitler, you should bow to Hitler, you should salute to Hitler. But what they meant is that Hitler did exist. So that's the reason we should cherish and that we should embrace the freedom and the democracy that we have right now, because he was so scarce. That actually he was so brutal. So that's the reason that why they try to demonstrate this. They try to parade this to hold a war instead of saying that they're not depicting Hitler in a positive way. So the next thing is Nazi stigma. People are thinking that these students they think Nazi is cheap because maybe some people they think the uniform is good looking, but actually it is. Actually, it was tailored by a very well-known Italian designer. But do they really think that is a cheap? First, from the opposing viewpoint, they think that displaying Nazi banners is considered taboo itself. And secondly, they think that, as I mentioned before, this student at first, they think that the uniform itself actually looks, they don't think it's a big deal. They think it looks good and they think that's something they can handle within a short period of time. So, but the opposing point that they oppose by saying that Actually, the aesthetic appeal is part of the Nazi German movement. They think actually it's like a propaganda. They try to use the aesthetic appeal of their uniform, of their banners, trying to attract, allure people, allure students back in World War II. But from my viewpoint is that these students they are trying to stick to the truth to the Nazi German. Is that because they want to showcase the brutality of Nazi? As we can see in the paper that is made, actually they want to stick to the truth so that they can, in contrast, to showcase the Nazi. They can arouse the consciousness of the public. So just like this, when you see a bunch of people, they are actually, I think this is sort of like what they want to do is like arouse the consciousness of the public that how precious is the democracy we have right now. And then it's education. That they have such a parade in the school, but are we thinking it very critically? So that's the response from the government. They cut down the subsidies, and the principal resigned, and the presidential office they deal with this sort of like a PR scandal, but instead of a real problems in the education. So here's their letter from the students, and that's their response to the people who blame them. So I think it's very important to see the last line is that they learn. The only thing they learn from the blame from the public is that they learn that they do not touch controversial topics. But is that the really things that we want a student to learn in the school and from this incident? I don't think so. So let's back to the beginning of the education. Is that education should not be learning of facts, but instead it should be the training of the mind to think. I think that's the core of the education, and that echo with what Albert Einstein said. So comes to my conclusion is that these students, they are students and they are just like one of us. We might think that it's not appropriate thing to parade Nazi, but we should take a very closer look at what happened at then. So thank you for your time and attention, and I hope after my speech you won't feel that this student deserves the blame that so harshly, that so seriously. And here's a quote that I would like you to read. Hopefully that will arouse your curiosity toward this history. Thank you.